Hey guys, it's Jamie and welcome back or to my channel if you are new. Today's video is going to be a book haul and I am so excited because I have been collecting the books that I've bought recently and just setting them to the side to record this video. It's a lot of books to go through, but I'm going to start with like the most exciting books to me because I've been waiting to buy these just for like, I don't know, probably since I found out that Beach Read had a different ending in the UK editions. So I got the UK covers of all of them. So this is Beach Read, which has the different ending to the US Beach Read. So now I have it physically. And then of course I had to get You and Me on Vacation, which I think is interesting that it has a different title. But this is People We Meet on Vacation. It's the same one, just a different title. And then of course Book Lovers, and then my new favorite-ish, this is tied with Beach Read to me, Happy Place, and this is the Waterstones exclusive edition. I literally am obsessed with it, and it's like teal underneath, which is my favorite color. So yeah, it's literally stunning. And now I have 3 copies of Happy Place. Please don't judge. I have a signed copy from Barnes & Noble and then the Target bonus content one, but this one is also signed. So new prized possession for my Emily Henry shelf that I am slowly acquiring. So all of those were from Waterstones. Now I'm just gonna go through and I'll mention where I got them, but they're not like organized based off where I bought them. So this is a pre-order, Once More with Feeling, and I have read this one, but I won't give you my ranking because that'll be in my June reading wrap up. But I have already read this, so just super excited to add it to my bookshelf. And I got the Barnes & Noble exclusive just because I wanted it. And if I ever decide to buy the blue one, I might just do that later because you can buy that one anywhere. So got this one because you can only buy it from Barnes & Noble. So this was one of the pre-orders. And I have a lot of pre-orders here, so I'll show you guys each one. Then I got this one when we were up in Maine. It's one of the ones I got from Barnes & Noble if you watched my Maine vlog. This one is signed by the author. It was a local author in Maine, and so it was signed. And it was also buy one, get one 50% off. So I picked this one up. And then I found Take a Hint, Dani Brown. And this one was $1 from Goodwill, so I literally could not pass that up. But yeah, I'm super excited to read this series now. And then this book I have already read and I literally loved it so much. It's Kit McBride Gets a Wife, and this is just such a fun like take on a rom-com. I don't want to spoil anything because I loved like finding everything out for myself, but yeah, I'm super excited to own this now because I read it from my library. And then to continue with historical fictions, we have Portrait of a Scotsman, and this is in a series. It's the 3rd book. I can't remember what the series is called, but if you search this book up on Goodreads, you can tell. But I have also read this one, and this is my favorite of that series, so I'm super excited to own it now. These, Kit McBride Gets a Wife and this one were both from Book Outlet. I did a whole order, so I'll mention which ones are from where. And then this one was from a pre-order. I'm collecting the traditionally published versions of the Addicted series because it's my favorite series. So just got this one. It just came out like a week ago. So that's where I got that one. And I finally got Addicted for Now. I had the first 2 and then I was missing this one. I had to Kiss This Guy and I just got Hot House Flowers. But needed to I needed to pick this one up because I didn't have it. And so when it was buy one get one 50% off and I wanted the signed copy of 7 Rules for Breaking Hearts, I decided to pick this one up at that Barnes & Noble. Also from Book Outlet, I got 2 of the Bromance Book Club series. I got the last 2, Isn't It Bromantic and A Very Merry Bromance. I love these ones. These are 2 of my favorites of the series. I don't have the rest of them, which is really sad, but Book Outlet had these, so I had to pick them up. And then my most recent purchase from Amazon, I got Reckless, which I literally read when the audiobook came out, and now I have all 4 of them in these self-published covers. I literally love these covers so much. They're my favorite. So I'm definitely going to be picking these up every time they come out because look at them, they're so cute. Then I saw this book all over my Bookstagram, and like TikTok a little bit too. So that is Done and Dusted. I'm literally so excited to read this, and like this cover, I couldn't resist. And this is a brother's best friend book, which is one of my favorites. I kind of organize these in sections, so I'm gonna go through some of my hardback romance that I got recently. So I picked up romantic comedy from my local like used bookstore. I love this book. It is like interesting how it's like spaced out, and I know this book will not be for everybody, but I thought it was super cute, so I wanted to have it on my shelf because I'm a sucker for a good cover. Like, I love this cover. And another hardback, I got The Soulmate Equation, which was also from my local bookstore. I have what is the other one called? The True Love Experiment in hardcover, so I wanted to find this one in hardback too, but I didn't want to just order it, and so when I found it at my local used bookstore, I had to pick it up because it was pretty cheap too. I think it was like $8 for hardback, which is really good. So I picked it up, so now my books match. From Book Outlet, I got The Bodyguard, and I've literally been wanting to get this book for so long, but I just didn't want to do it yet, and then I wasn't sure if I wanted it in the hardback or if I was going to wait for a paperback, but I think it is so cute in hardback. So now that I have like my hardback romance section, I just figured I'd buy it. So another one from my local bookstore is The Switch by Beth O'Leary. I love Beth O'Leary. I've read all her books. This one is like the least romance of all of them, I think, in my opinion, except for maybe The No-Show. But I love her books. She's like an instant buy author for me. This one was the only one from her backlist that I didn't own yet, so I picked it up when I saw it. From Book Outlet, I got Not Here to Be Liked. This is a Academic Rivals to Lovers, and I have already read this one, and it was in my last year's reading wrap-up. And then I caved after seeing like what bonus content was in this book, and also like I'm gonna try to do this without like creasing this page, but look at them. I literally love Chloe Gong's books. I've read all of them out so far, and I've pre-ordered the ones I don't have yet, so I had to pick up the paperback version of these Violent Delights. Back to Book Outlet, I got The Cruelest Mercy. This is the second book in the Kinder Poison series. I only own this one so far, just because again, when it's at Book Outlet, I buy books so easily from there because they're just so cheap. So I definitely had to pick this one up, and now I need to buy the rest of them. And then, oh my gosh, when I am telling you I was so excited when I found this, I was so excited. This was this is a first edition of a book, and I will tell you why I ended up buying it. It is, of course, Crooked Kingdom with the red edges, which literally you don't see these very often anymore. But it wasn't like too bad of a price, like compared to what people are selling these for on Pango Books. But I didn't know that the dust jacket had like the characters, so I'll show you. Well, actually I'll just take it completely off so you guys can see it. So this is all of the crows all together. So I couldn't resist. It wasn't too bad. It was like obviously more expensive than what people got it for when it first came out, but for a first edition and for like the red edges and stuff, I was fine buying it. So now I have the first edition of Crooked Kingdom and Six of Crows, so my collection for this so far is complete. And then I did buy this book a little bit ago, but I didn't want to put it in this book haul since I haven't done a book haul in, I don't even know how long. It's been a long time. But that is Divine Rivals. I literally loved this book. It was amazing. It was everything I wanted in kind of like a Rivals book, and it's more about like a mature YA, which I love. And yeah, I don't want to give too many details because again, I like going into books blind, so I don't like saying too much, but it was so good, and this is a new 5-star of the year, so I highly recommend this book. Back to Book Outlet, I got Spells for Forgetting. I really liked this book when I read it last year, and so when I saw it on Book Outlet, I picked it up again. I buy books so easily from there. But yeah, this is the hardback, and I love this hardback. I think it's super cute. Next one is probably the biggest book on Book Talk this year so far, so I'm sure you can guess what it is. But I actually pre-ordered this book before it was even like that popular. Not saying that I was like a trendsetter. I don't think I was, because people were like hyping it up before it came out. But that is Fourth Wing. I do have the one with the sprayed edges. I literally loved this book. Was it the best written book ever? No. Was it entertaining? Yes. It was so enjoyable, and I can't wait for the other book to come out. I did actually pre-order that one, so super excited for the collection of the Fourth Wing series to grow soon. And then another book I got in Maine, I got this from one of their local bookstores there, is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. This was also in my main vlog if you guys watched that, but this is a signed edition, so super excited that I found one, because I honestly don't feel like we see that many like signed books. They're kind of like spread all over, so this was super fun that there was a signed book in Maine, so I had to get it. Then the last two I have to show you guys are both from Book Outlet. So the first one is Carrie Soto is Back, and this is like a paperback copy, but I think this is like the UK edition. I'm not really sure, because it's like, it has the what are the edges called? The deckled edges, and it has like this cover, which is not the US paperback cover, and it also has like the tab things. Anyway, so I think this is the UK edition. Not really sure, but they have it on Book Outlet if you guys want it. It's like the same height as, or almost the same height as, a hardback. So yeah, so super excited to add this to my collection. I think I have all of those like that like historic figures series, so I bought this one to finish my collection. And then last but not least, I have I'm Glad My Mom Died, by Jennette McCurdy, and I really liked this book. I read it I think earlier this year on audio, and so when Book Outlet had it, I bought it, because my Book Outlet haul that I did was all books that I had already read, because I didn't want to add to my physical TBR, which I didn't. So super excited about all the books I got. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the book haul, and let me know your most recent book purchase. Bye guys.